Hello and welcome to my proposal video. The scenario is that I'm a parent at the 549C school district for 3 years now. My daughter is going to be entering 3rd grade at Oak Creek Elementary in September of 2015, and my son will be entering kindergarten. They're both native English learners, or English speakers. I'm addressing the school district with a concern about second language opportunities for my children, as I see that they are severely lacking. In addition, I am a Spanish and ESL teacher at a West Medford high school, and due to this, I've worked with students who are trying to acquire and become proficient in a second language and have seen many struggles on both sides of this language spectrum. After extensive research on dual language programs, I believe that the implementation of these programs in our schools could serve native speakers of both Spanish and English and enrich their learning experiences, allowing them the opportunity for full bilingual proficiency. Therefore, I'm proposing a pilot program for a bilingual Spanish and English education program at Oak Creek Elementary School beginning in the 1st grade. Here's my proposal to the town hall meeting. Good evening, Superintendent Barrows, members of the school board, fellow colleagues, and community members. My name is Taylor Harrington, and I am both a parent and a teacher in the 549C school district. I am here today to present you all with a proposal for a dual language bilingual program at Oak Creek Elementary. I bring forward this proposal on the grounds that we are not offering enough secondary language opportunities for our young children, and further that we are not addressing the needs of the largest ELL population, who are native Spanish speakers. In addition, implementing a dual language bilingual program will function to help our school district students in 3 ways. 1, by giving all of our students a more equitable education. 2, by giving students an opportunity to become proficient bilinguals in a globalized world. And 3rd, by helping build a better sense of community between native Spanish and English speakers in our schools. As I mentioned, I'm an instructor for English language learners at a local high school. In my classes, I am working with many students who have been a part of the schooling system here in Oregon for several years and are still struggling with many aspects of the English language. The majority of these students have been a part of either English immersion or traditional pull-out methods of English language instruction, both of which have functioned as subtractive rather than additive of their Spanish language use. In relation to this issue, there have been considerable research done that shows that conversational abilities can be reached in about 2 years in a language. However, it takes at least 5 years and up to 9 to attain an academic proficiency in a second language. Continuing in this vein, researchers David and Yvonne Freeman explain that students without an underlying academic proficiency in their first language struggle because they have nothing to draw upon as they are learning academic content in a second language. So I ask you, how is it fair that we do not offer our ELL students enough time to build a strong foundation in their first language so that they can perform well academically in either language in the future? My proposal of a Spanish English bilingual program beginning in the 1st grade would allow both native Spanish and English-speaking students the opportunity to develop a proficiency in their native language as well as a second language, creating not only a more equitable, but what I believe to be a more effective education. Further support for this proposal comes from the research that has shown that bilingual children have to decipher more language input and therefore have more practice analyzing language than monolingual children. Due to this process, the cognitive skills that are developed through learning and applying a second language can be widely used in other areas of study as well. Additionally, linguistic research shows that when children learn a second language early in life, they are more likely to develop a native-like proficiency. Therefore, a dual language bilingual education program would be beneficial to both children who are native English and native Spanish speakers, and to continue with our current English-only or traditional pull-out methods for our ELL students would be doing all of our students a disservice by continuing to deny them the ability to become proficient bilinguals. In addition, researchers David and Yvonne Freeman point out that the normative form of education throughout the world includes an aspect of bilingualism. Due to this, it is crucial that our education system have a structure in place that also allows our students to have the opportunity to become bilingual so that they will be able to contribute to an increasingly multilingual and globalized world. Therefore, giving both minority and majority language students the opportunity to learn in their first and second languages through a structured and long-term process, as is offered through a bilingual education program, this would allow them to become more successful in both languages. With this research, it is also clear that we are not giving our native English-speaking students, like the ones in my high school Spanish courses, effective opportunities to develop an academic proficiency in their second language. These students, if they take full advantage of the program, are only offered 4 years of second language instruction and therefore have an extremely slight chance of becoming fully bilingual. Finally, I believe that the addition of a dual language bilingual program at the elementary level will work to increase a sense of community with the largest language minority population in our area, who are native speakers of Spanish. There has been a misunderstanding of this population that they are not interested in learning English simply because many of them have a preference towards maintaining cultural ties to their homelands and language. However, this argument chooses to ignore the fact that language is intimately tied to culture, and that learning a language does not have to be a subtractive process where the learner must make a choice between their first language and the majority language of the country in which they reside. Further, that in fact, bilingualism can add to their community and to the world. The realization of this by implementing a dual language bilingual program would function to help the Spanish-speaking community and the English-speaking community come together to better understand one another's language and culture, and therefore build a stronger and more united community outside and within our schools. Thank you all for your consideration of this proposal. I hope that I have convinced you why the implementation of a Spanish-English bilingual program at the elementary level would give students more of an equitable education, would offer opportunities for bilingual proficiency, and would create a better sense of community within our schools. Thank you.